Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, coming at you with another commentary. This is game 2 of ZerO versus HoGiL, and you can see some stats from the previous game, from game 1. Both players having very, very high APMs there. Anyway, this is going to be game 2, and hopefully the game's going to be starting soon. Actually, they're showing a nice shot of the commentators here. Let me fast forward to see if the game starts soon. Oh, never mind. Okay, the game's about to start anyway. So, here comes the intro sequence, hardcore intro sequence with Flash defending OSL champion, cracking his knuckles, flexing his fist, looking hardcorely at the camera. The commentators screaming and kissing trophies and all kinds of cool stuff like that. Awesome. I always love the intros for these things. Match 2351. Wow. Lots and lots and lots of games have been played in the OSLs over the years. Whew. This is game 2, as I said, of ZerO versus HoGiL. ZerO on the left, HoGiL on the right. Sorry, they're cut off a little bit here. For some reason, the video I'm watching on Navake, it's not, you know, I could have recorded it wider, couldn't I? Maybe I'll record wider for game 3, but it's already too late for this one. No going back! Although then there's just black space at the edges when the game starts. The video is something like, you know, it's like 700 by 480 or something like that, so it's a little bit wider. Anyway, doesn't matter. HoGiL putting up a very, very good showing. That both players going for, I didn't actually see if they went for the same build, they went for similar builds either way, and just lost a critical fight at a critical moment, and was just that slight disadvantage pretty much disabled him for the game. And ZerO was just able to micro his way to victory against the Scourge. Time to see if HoGiL can come back in game 2 and perhaps get, you know, perhaps HoGiL will be the one that gets lucky in this situation. So ZerO is again going to be the white Zerg. Looks white on the minimap. It looks kind of yellow on the screen there. There's my man ZerO. I actually got to meet him at BlizzCon, not in 2010, but in 09. I got to talk to him, and Kuro helped me say hi to him. He was a really, really cool guy. Anyway, yeah, I really hope he does well. And he's one of these guys that I'm really surprised that he hasn't, you know, gotten super far in a Star League yet. You know, he keeps getting like the round of 8 and getting knocked out by Flash or something like that. You know, he's just such a strong, solid player, and he's very consistent as well. Actually, that's something I've noticed, is that over the months he's been very, very consistent. You know, I guess I have to admit that I haven't been watching as much Brood War lately in recent months. So basically since StarCraft 2 came out, admittedly. I haven't been watching as much, so, you know, I don't know if he's been that consistent lately, but generally he's a very, very consistent player. So, anyway, spawning pool going down on a little bit later for HoGiL, a little bit later, and no gas for him. So HoGil's going to have a little, sort of a tiny advantage on the spawning pool. It looks like it was a 9-pool gas versus 9-pool, basically, is what happened here. What seems to be going, or maybe it was an overpool. There's an overlord out. That must have been what it was. Overpool for HoGiL. So a little bit of an advantage there, but you know, ZerO is probably, let's see, I'm curious to see if he's going to go for speed first, or if he's going to go for right for lair as soon as that pops up. Here we go. Speed. He's going for speed, I think. Wait, maybe he doesn't have the 100 yet. Never mind, he doesn't have 100 yet, so we'll have to see him when he gets 100 gas. Is it gonna be speed? Yep, speed. Speed's being upgraded now. So, I was watching the mineral counter there, and both the minerals and the gas dropped by 100. So, ZerO's gonna have very, very early Zergling speed, and HoGiL actually going for an expansion base. Now, he is gonna have his pool up relatively quick, and as soon as he gets 100 gas, he's gonna go for speed also, especially considering the fact that he's going to come over here and see that there's gas mining and see that the lair hasn't started yet. So HoGiL is going to know that speed is on the way for him, and he's going to have to get it too. And yeah, there he goes. Speed being researched for HoGiL as well. Now the lair is going up with the second 100 gas, and he's going to start saving up gas from Mulus basically at this point. Anyway, so yeah, speed is going to be upgraded very, very quickly for ZerO. He's going to have to do some damage with this though, because this pool is only up a little bit later with this overpool build. Look at he's got even numbers of Zerglings, just maybe 1 or 2 more Zerglings, and so HoGiL, once that hatchery gets up, is going to have more production. Here he comes in. Oh, he goes in to attack before speed is finished, but he has just a couple extra Zerglings, enables him to get a little bit of advantage, but more reinforcements coming in, polish off those Zerglings. Wow. So ZerO probably is going to have speed research. Yeah, I think he does have speed now. So he's going to have that advantage. He's going to have a mobility advantage. He can dart in, attack this hatchery, and dart out. But now he's going to have twice as many larvae. HoGiL's going to have twice as many larvae coming out. So he's going to be able to outproduce in Zerglings. And speed isn't going to be too far behind for HoGiL either. So it's going to be kind of a an uphill battle at this point for ZerO. And yeah, there's speed finishing for HoGiL, and look at that, ZerO, nice reaction by HoGiL actually. ZerO sending a single Zergling out around, separating it out of his main group, and ZerO might be in a little bit of trouble here. Zergling's coming down his ramp. He needs to get a sunken colony or something out right now. He's able to produce Zerglings out of his one hatchery, but he's going to need more than that, because HoGiL can produce twice as many Zerglings at this point, and he doesn't have the speed upgrade advantage anymore. The only advantage he has is his positional advantage. And look at this, he's even swapping out the healthy ones in front. Wow, very nicely played. And I liked how HoGiL, by the way, he only separated one Zergling off to chase that one Zergling back to his base. And yeah, so there's a sunken colony, or a creep colony being morphed in the main base. It's going to be a sunken colony fairly soon. He's able to hold his ramp for just a moment longer, but as soon as more Zerglings come in, he's going to break this arc. He's going to break the contain. He needs to run back to a sunken colony pretty soon. Yeah, there it is. Sunken colony's almost finished morphing. It's going to come in just in time. He's going to be able to micro his drones away a little bit here. There we go. Sunken colony comes in. More Zerglings pop out as well. Spire pops out. So he's going to be able to start producing Mutalisks. But look at this, already at lair, and he's actually going to have to go for the Evo Chamber. His Spire is not going to be up in time. He could theoretically put up a Spire and then just mass Zerglings and try and throw ZerO off, keep him in his base with Zerglings alone. But he's going to instead opt to go for some Spore Colonies and defend the early mutas, and then have 2 bases versus 1, basically, is what it'll come down to. Here he comes in with a lot of Zerglings, though. He's trying to fight with drones to try and block them. And a kind of a counter-timing attack that from what we saw in Game 1, the sunken colony is still alive and kicking, but he's killing off so many drones in the meantime. Oh no, he's down to 3 drones. Oh no, this is horrible for ZerO. He's going to have to keep those mutas at home to protect against Zerglings, and he's going to have to make drones, basically, off that lair. And I don't know if he's going to be able to stop. Oh no, he can't lose any more drones. Run, drones, run! Oh, he's having to run it back and forth. Another drone pops out just as one dies. This is looking really, really bad. Really bad for ZerO. He's down to 4 drones. Yeah, take that, Overlord. Uh-oh, but more Zerglings coming in, and oh my gosh, he can just rally Zerglings in here and just kill drones, and this entire time he's not even mining. This is really, really bad. I think he's lost way too many drones. And in the meantime, wow, what happened to... Did HoGiL lose something to those Zerglings? Was there a Zergling counterattack or something like that? Because HoGiL had very few drones in his main there, possibly from building... Actually, he just didn't build any more drones, so he built this... he built the evolution chamber and the spore colony, and that was 2 drones right there. And maybe he built something else as well. Probably built a spire somewhere. So that's 3 drones he needed to replace there while he was sending in these Zerglings. So a little bit interesting that he chose to just kind of do both, actually. Like I said, he can either rally his Zerglings and distract ZerO that way, or he can go defense, and he tried to do a little bit of both and ended up with a weak economy of his own. So only 8 or 9 drones there for HoGiL. Meanwhile, it looks like still only 4 drones out now for ZerO. This is really bad. He's still got 170 gas in the bank, so he can still produce some Scourge. He can produce one more Mutalisk if he gets 100 minerals, although he's probably going to try and get some drones and try and delay with those few Mutalisks, because he still technically has air control at the moment, but I think Actually, did we even see a Spire for HoGiL? HoGiL may not have a Spire after all. Up to 6 drones now for ZerO, so he's kind of putting out a lot of drones, but HoGiL on the other hand also putting out a lot of drones, so yeah, he's just got a big drone advantage, and Spire is going to go up as well. As soon as that Spire completes, HoGil's just going to explode, and well, in a positive way, I guess, for him. He's going to be able to do tons of damage. He's going to be able to start putting out lots and lots of units. A couple Zerglings coming out just for fun. He should really run those in and try and attack with those Zerglings. Ooh, and 6 Zerglings coming out, actually. I think that maybe what he tries to do is go for a bit of an attack. He may just try for one last little all-in. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been all-in necessarily, but Zergling's coming in. He's gonna get another. He's hiding those Zerglings. He's not gonna fight with those. Hiding those 6 Zerglings, having pairing them up with those 2 more, but he's gonna see them with his own Zerglings coming out. Oh no! And they're on move. He attacks with them. The Mutalisks are gonna join in the fight. But there went his, I think, one chance of doing something tricky to get back into the game. I think ZerO knew that he had to do something tricky, and like sending in Zerglings and sneaking them in when HoGiL was droning up and trying to snipe some Zerglings or snipe the Spire or snipe a Spore colony or something like that. But HoGiL has some Zerglings at home anyway, and now he's prepared for it, so he's going to have plenty of defenses, and that's pretty much GG. I mean, it's been GG a little bit for a while now, but you know, never count ZerO out completely, but I'm counting him out about 95% right now because HoGiL just has such a commanding lead. ZerO would have to pull off something amazing in order to get back in this game, and somehow, you know, he'd have to kill a lot with a little, basically. And now he's going to run those Zerglings back, protect his main, and now Spire is up. Ooh, he killed something off there. Nice little snipe with the Mutos. Spire is up for HoGiL, so that's pretty much, I mean, ZerO only has a few Mutalisks anyway. I'm surprised he's fighting at his ramp instead of at his sunken colony there. I guess he's trying to keep them back so he can get his Mutalisks to catch up a little bit quicker. Keep him from getting a drone count. But yeah, so now, yeah, ZerO only has like 3 Mutalisks anyway, 4 now. And HoGiL is going to have, he has 2 out. He's going to have 3 or 4 soon. Yeah, he's got a couple Scourge in there just for kicks. And it's just going to be, there goes another one building. It's just going to be another few moments until he has more Mutalisks, and then it'll just be that'll be all there is to it. Basically, 1 base versus 2 does not work. ZerO back mining gas right now. Oh, ZerO coming in trying to snipe some drones. He's having to engage though. Scourge, he's having to fall back from the Scourge. In the meantime, HoGil's Mutalisks are taking, doing lots of hits. ZerO sending in his Zerglings at the same time. A nice move, but there's more Zerglings there. He's going to kill a few drones, and then all of his Zerglings are going to die, and he's having to fall back with his Mutalisks. Another one grouping up there. Nice job sniping that Scourge, but more Mutas are incoming for HoGiL. Somehow, ZerO is managing to keep up his Mutalisk count and stay even with, never mind, I thought there was a clump of Mutas there. It was just the one left. My bad, or maybe it was 2 and they were both low on health. Never mind. I thought he was somehow managing to stay in things, but HoGiL taking game 2, and a bit of a build order win there. ZerO just could not get in there fast enough to get any damage done with those Zerglings. If HoGiL had gone for maybe a 12 pool or a 12 hatch, then that early Zerglings with speed might have done a lot more, but since he went for the overpool build, he kind of had that little bit of an advantage and get the expansion, was able to protect the expansion, so well done by HoGiL. HoGiL, maybe it's HoGiL. HoGiL. I always pronounced it HoGiL for some reason. I'm not calling him Zerg, especially not in a ZVZ match. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Thanks very much for watching. Let's move on to game 3.